Pete, what's up? Hey, Petey.
Hey, what's up, Doug? So, this is, I guess, my second one. I'll have an intro this time. And I guess I'll just get started. Yes, I think you should cut your hair. It's looking a little shaggy up there. You know, I'll probably need a haircut myself here in just a little bit, but yeah, go for it. Cut your hair. Number two of this one is you should stop drinking Mountain Dew. That's bad for you. It's just gross. I always feel sick after drinking it. It's just not good for your body. So stop drinking that stuff. I know you won't stop, but do it. You messaged me the other day, or was it today? Maybe it was last night. Maybe it was today. I don't remember. And you said that you're doing your first sailing lesson with your family. I think that's super awesome. So if you could talk about your first sailing lesson and how that went, that would be pretty awesome. So do that. Talk about your sailing lesson. I want to hear about it in lengthy detail. So it should be like, a 45-minute video next time, right? Right? One of the things that I was thinking about when you talking about your whole sailing thing is it's new and uncharted territories for a lot of people. Not everyone is ready for that type of stuff, and you're jumping right in. So what is one of your fears that you have? Do you have any for this? Or are you just kind of like, what, I think it's going to be a good thing? You don't want to think, maybe you don't want to think about it. You're like, thanks, Pete, now I got to think about all these fears and talk about them instead of just doing it. So don't let that hold you back, at least. I also think it's going to be important is I think one of the big reasons that you would totally do this is not necessarily what fears do you have, but what awesome things do you think are going to happen? What are you most stoked about on this trip? You're like, hey, I'm totally going to do this thing. This is something that's going to be insanely cool, super awesome. What is that thing that you think is going to be super awesome? One of the things that I have been waiting for, because I've been seeing pieces upon pieces of this thing, you even let me do a color correction on one of the scenes, is your AWOL. When is that going to be finished? And what are you going to release it on? I assume it's going to be released on Amazon Prime, which when it is, I think you should totally plug it because it's going to be an awesome movie and I can't wait to see it. When's it going to be done? Come on, man. Get it done. Get it done. Do it. Who inspires you? I just think that's always an important question, I think. Because not only does it tell you or tell everyone else, so like tell me about what type of person you are based on who you're inspired by, but who inspires you? Who inspires you to do your work, to do your, how you treat your family, what your values are? Who inspires you to be all of these things? So now that I've done your side, I think it's time to talk about me and what's going on. One of my big goals is weight loss. I mean, a lot of people have this goal, around January 1st, everyone has this goal, except for one of my friends, and his goal is to get bigger. I've been pretty good for about a week so far. I've been doing this for a week. I've been pretty darn strong. Went out to eat tonight, and I had a salad, even though I wanted something super delicious other than a salad. Salad actually wasn't that good. I was kind of disappointed. But one thing I really want is pancakes. I, for some reason, just really want pancakes. I found a really good gluten-free box of pre-made pancake stuff, and I have just been dying for more. I got like 3 boxes in my pantry right now in the cupboard, just waiting for me to put on there. I could turn them into waffles. I could put them on the griddle and make pancakes out of them, and then just do maybe some sugar-free stuff. But I'm just, you know what? I'm gonna stay strong, but I just want pancakes so bad. One other thing with the weight loss is in the mornings I usually do a protein shake just because it's fast and easy, so I can get to work on time. They're pretty good for me, but I have got like 4 shaker bottles with like the metal spring ball things in there to help it get shaken up better, because protein doesn't always get all broken up and you get chunks in there and it tastes horrible and you're like, what is that? But I only have one lid, and on Amazon.com I was like, hey, I'm gonna go get a lid, because Amazon has everything, and they it costs more for a lid than it does to buy 2 shaker bottles just by themselves with the lids. So I can either buy some lids or 2 shaker bottles that come with lids. I mean, it's like there's too many bottles. I already have enough bottles, but I need the lids. Or I can just, not complain and just keep just washing the lid over and over. Lids are really easy to wash. I should just do that. I'm just going to do that. My other goal that I have is my photography business. I really need to update my website. It's kind of been a while. I've been really busy. I've been uploading things to my Facebook and my Instagram and stuff like that at Pinogren Studios. But I'll link those below if you ever want to check them out just to see my stuff. If you're just curious as to what my stuff looks like, you're like, hey, you're starting a business. Is any stuff any good? So you can take a look at it if you want. But Doug, I have been struggling to sit down and just redo my website. I'll put it on there for you guys to look at, but it just needs to be updated. I got a lot of stuff. I think there's a couple pages that I really want to redo. I think I'm just going to get a template this time instead of trying to build it from scratch and make it look a lot cleaner. Hopefully it'll draw more business when people go to see it. It'll look more professional. It's not easy to build a website from scratch or do your own. I was excited to be working on my website over this week and next week because I thought I was done with all my grad school stuff. I finished my final project, but I apparently have I guess my final second form for playing video games. It mutated, it evolved something, but I still have something else I have left to do. I think I have 2 more assignments, like a 3 to 5 page essays to be completed by this Thursday. One of the things that I've been focusing on is time management, is being able to not waste time. What is my available time, mapping that out, and then taking that and saying, I'm going to be doing this at this time, and schedule my times to do things. My goals need to be making time for making me better for the future, but I definitely need to be focusing like all of those extra minutes that shouldn't be wasted, just sitting around or playing video games or standing there doing nothing. It's like I have my family time in there, but then what about those times that I just have available? A minute here, or 20 minutes here, or an hour and a half here. What am I doing with that time? And that needs to be filled with my goals. So I wrote all that out, and there's actually a really cool video that I watched. I'll put a link in the description that kind of maps that type of thinking out, and it's really cool. I've mapped out a couple goals, like my own personal goals, my work goals, family goals, things like that, and I have it all set up. It's really cool. I asked you who inspired you, and it's not fair. I guess I should ask or tell you who inspires me. I thought about this really hard, about who makes me who I am, and when I think about what I am doing with my life, where do those values come from? And one of the things that I've been thinking about, it's like, is it through my work? Is it my personal life? And the one thing that I could keep thinking back to is my dad. When I think about my dad, before he passed away, he gave me lots of lessons, and I didn't know what I didn't understand any of them until way later in life, and I'm still kind of right now taking in some of his lessons. I'm like, that's what he means, or that's what he meant by it. One of his lessons was, it's really just take that first step. Whatever direction you choose to go, pick one and just go. When I was young, first learning to drive, I hit a big intersection on a highway where I could take multiple, 2, 3 different directions. And I was like, which way do I take? And my dad just said, pick one. And I was like, no, I don't know which one to take. You just said pick one. And I started freaking out. I'm like, I don't know which way to go. And he just, pick one. It doesn't matter. Pick one. And I panicked. It wasn't very good. And I didn't know it at the time, but really every single direction led me to where I needed to go. And that's one of the big things that I didn't get, I didn't understand. And that to me is a big lesson. It's whichever direction you choose. Just choose the direction that you want to go, and just go. Take that first step. That first step is the most important part. Whichever path you want to take, just start it. Take it, pick one, go. Every single place led me to where I needed to go. If I would have went left, I would have made it home. If I would have went right, I would have made it home. If I would have made it right, then left, and I would have made it home. Each way would have led me to where I need to be, and it didn't matter. I just needed to pick my direction and go. And I think that's a big lesson that we all need, is that whatever's your direction, whatever you want to do, whatever is best for you, just pick it and you just go. I just wish it didn't take me so long to figure out some of his lessons. Someone else who inspired me was my uncle, is my uncle. He went through a really, really, really tough time when I was younger, and him and my dad hung out a lot. My dad helped him out tremendously, as brothers should. I'm going to say should. And my dad really cared for him, and I got to spend a lot of time with him. And through his tough time, as he finally got through it, I go, how are you doing this? How are you making it through? How are you doing so well for yourself, even though things are just so tough? I just couldn't fathom it. And one of the things is, he just said, you just do it. You can either give up and just let everything eat you away and die, or just stop whining about it and just go do it. I did it because I had to. There's no other thing. There's nothing left. I just had to do it. And it's just, instead of me saying how, or when you see somebody else who's really successful, instead of saying, how do they do that? And the answer is truly just go do it. I mean, I guess it's easier said than done, but taking that step and just figuring it out. We're humans. We're very strong. There's a lot of powerful things inside of us that we don't know that we have. Those fears, but at some point you just have to just go out and do it. You either do it or you don't. If you have to do it, you'll find a way to make whatever you want work. Just go do it. Now that all that stuff's out of the way, what's going on with me today? I had a pretty fun day. My son's birthday is coming up, and we decided to celebrate this weekend. And one of the things, one of my goals has been to spend more time with my family, get out and do stuff with my family. This morning we were like, let's go to the pool. So we went up to the community pool and started swimming around. And I brought my GoPro with me, and it was really fun. We're already paying for the membership, why not? Pool's really fun. I just remember growing up swimming all the time, and it's fun. I had a good time. I'll post some video in it right after this. But during nap time, I did some cleaning, lots and lots of cleaning. I was going to take a video of myself cleaning, but then I decided no, it's just too much fun for YouTube, too much fun for people to see. You'd probably explode from watching how much fun I had cleaning. So I didn't take any footage of it. I mean, I started to, and then the camera overheated because it was so awesome. So I stopped, because cameras are expensive. The one I'm filming on right now is not that expensive now, but it was expensive when I bought it. So I don't want to have to pay the money to replace it right now. Of course, an excuse to upgrade would be pretty awesome. Yeah, I got that on camera. I shouldn't probably do that now. So we went out to a dinosaur-themed restaurant, kind of like Rainforest Cafe, only with dinosaurs, and that was pretty cool. Expensive, but cool, and we had a good time. And I'll put some of that stuff underneath too. Lots of fossils. There's some other places where you can kind of put, move sand out of the way and kind of dig for fossils and stuff like that. And then a big old cave thing. I don't have footage of that, but I have footage of some of the other stuff that was really cool. But yeah, happy birthday, bud, in a couple days. Happy celebration of your birthday, bud. He's turning 6. What's up with you?